When I dream at night and wake up in the morning, the dream doesn't exist anymore. Is this the same way I die here in this reality? Because from your point of view, the reality still exists if I die or not. Thank you. So yeah, when there is a clear seeing of who you are, you see that your whole life has been a dream. That things are all projections of your mind and that they're not truth. They're not actually the way they are. So what you remember of your past, what you think about your past, isn't true. It's a dream. Your body might have to pay consequences for things that have happened in the past, but in this moment it's all dream. So say with Khaleesi, she grew up as a street dog in Thailand, in Koh Phangan. Sawadika, Kapunka. That was spontaneous. Like I didn't even know I remembered how to say hello to a male and female in Thai. Kapunka, Swadika. Anyway, she was born on the island. She was a street dog. Many of the dogs on the island are street dogs, but she had someone whose mother was looked after. She lived outside the post shop, and that is kind of acceptable in Thailand. It normally means that the person that owns the post shop would feed them, but she was a baby of the mother that lived there, and the guy had stopped feeding the babies. And I think that her mother and some of the babies had been squashed by a car, so she was the only one left. And then she came to live with me. And Lisa didn't want you, did she? She was angry that her boyfriend at the time had brought you to her. She wasn't angry at you though, was she? But she wanted him to take you back. She didn't want to be responsible for you, did she? And so for 3 months, the first 3 months, I looked for someone else to have her, but nobody else would take her. We tried to offload you, didn't we? And then I had the option of killing her, putting her down, putting her asleep, leaving her in the jungle, or leaving her at a ashram and driving away. Because at the ashram, the Buddhist ashrams, they feed dogs because they believe that the dogs are reincarnated monks that have been bad in their previous life. But the cruelest one would have mostly been leaving her because she'd have starved to death or been poisoned. So that was my options. And in the end, I decided that I couldn't, this body didn't want to have the responsibility of killing her or leaving her at the ashram. So she came back to Europe with me, didn't you? But I can't say there was a moment in the beginning where I said, I want that dog. So that was her beginning in life, that she didn't have anyone that wanted her. But you know what's so amazing about dogs? Is that she has no sense of that. Her body might store the trauma of being a street dog and the trauma of being abandoned, like her family being killed. So she might have trauma in the body that responds in particular situations. The body has a memory, but she doesn't identify with that. So if I said to her, who are you? She doesn't say, oh, I'm a street dog from Koh Phangan, Thailand. I was abandoned when I was young. My mother didn't even want me. My parents got killed. So she doesn't have any identification with that. So that's not her. That's only us. It's only what we project onto her. That's our story of her. Who she is this moment. This. She's not her past or her future, what she has or hasn't done, or what she's going to do, or what she looks like, or if she's a good girl or a bad girl. Sometimes you're a bit naughty, aren't you, Isi? You're a bit naughty. You're very good most of the time, but sometimes a bit mean to other dogs, aren't you? Huh? You're a bit mean to other dogs. Yes. Yes, and to chickens as well, and to rabbits. A bit mean, and to mice. Anything that runs away from you, basically, except a horse or a cow. So she, and that's the same for us. It's not true, the story you tell yourself about your body. That's not who you are. It might be what the body's been through, but your memories are subjective, and there's so many different ways in which you could tell your story. Depends on how you want to present yourself, whether you want to present yourself as a victim, a hero, baddie, goodie. You can present yourself in so many ways by the story in which you tell about yourself, and it's not true. That's not who you are. It's a dream, it's a waking dream. You're this moment, you're this presence. So in that recognition of who you are, it is seen to all be a dream. It's the way we function in this society. So I say, I'm Lisa, I'm from Berkshire, I'm blah, 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 I'm blah, blah, blah. So that's what happens, but it's not truth. It's a dream, it's a waking dream. Dun, dun, dun. So who are you? When that's seen to be story, who are you? Who? Thank you for your question.